If you've been feeling really yucky and overwhelmed about tax season, you are not alone. Taxes can bring up so many emotions and big questions, and even like old family stories about money. So, we're going to be using EFT tapping to notice and let go of those. This is going to be a quantum quickie, so a tapping that we do in 10 minutes or less. So, let's get started without further ado. Side of the hand. No matter where I'm at in my tax process, I still feel a lot of emotions about it. For all the little boxes that I fill in, there are so many questions that do not fit in a little box. And so I feel drained and annoyed and confused. And I don't know why. Maybe I feel like I wanted this year to be different, but I still got stuck in the same pattern. The way that I managed my money, my time, my energy, or maybe the way that I talk about money with my partner or my CPA or whoever, or myself. Maybe taxes are a reminder that I work so hard and I still need to give some of it away to a cause that I don't always believe in. Or maybe taxes are just a mirror for some of my thoughts about money. Or my thoughts about self-worth. Or my thoughts about how I want to invest my time, energy, money for the rest of my life. And these are big questions. And I might not answer all of them by April 15th. But maybe this year I want to do something differently. I want to think more about these questions. And even if I've been afraid or avoidant in the past, I choose to love, accept, and forgive myself. Even if I have played hot potato a little bit when I talk about money, just kind of tossing it away and wanting it to be over, I choose to love, accept, and forgive myself. And I choose to be open to feeling differently about this. And maybe making some changes in my actions too, not just my mindset. Okay, top of the head. Taxes are exhausting. I feel like I'm going to get in trouble. I'm doing all of this math. I'm in a position to trust people that I don't always know if I can trust. And most of all, I'm confronted with my own behavior over the past year. And that is not always my favorite thing. Because sometimes I wonder if I'm making a difference. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really living according to my values. And when I see my income and my expenses in black and white on an Excel spreadsheet, it feels like my report card of like how good of a person I am. And even though I've been judging myself out the wazoo, I choose to fire my inner auditor because she is not needed when I am loving myself into the changes I want to make instead of shaming myself. Maybe next year, I want to start on this sooner. Or maybe instead of writing off more office equipment, I want to ask myself if my trip to Copenhagen is a business expense. Because I did make a call there. Maybe tax season is draining for the same reason that it's also powerful. And maybe I can use the power to make next year's tax season feel incredible. And as I think about this, I feel like maybe the IRS is a light worker. Because I feel all of this glittery, colorful, expansive energy. And it's like exploding from the squares of my W9. And making me feel really inspired. It almost feels irreverent how excited I am. And I'm walking around and people are like, oh, you know, tax season. And I'm like, I know, tax season. And even though tax season has been so hard for me, I choose to love, accept, and forgive myself. And I choose to wave a magic wand and do a spiritual, emotional audit of my whole life. Okay,